You're now tuned in to Spit Your Game TV with your host, Paulie Paul.
Yeah, good stuff, right? Yep. White House.
So how long you been teaching dance?
I started actually Monday, but I used to be a student there. I never really picked up any of their dance moves. I'm not really good at learning, so I'm more better at teaching myself than I've ever been at learning. But I've learned a little bit more of basically being able to teach just by watching how they teach. I learned how to teach more than I've learned how to basically teach myself. I learned how to teach others. So they taught me a good skill, how to teach others, slow down my pace, be more respectful. They taught a lot of skills that I didn't have when I was little. And I started there when I was 8. I left when I was 10 because I had to go out to Northampton due to being in DCF custody. But a lot of kids are trapped in the system on some bull. And I know because I was there from, like I said, 5 to 18. And most of that life, I was already supposed to be home. I was trapped there because of some bull. I was told I was supposed to be home at 13. Then they transferred me into a new DCF worker, which then made me, look at it like, okay, they got me a new DCF worker, so maybe I'll go home a little bit faster. It slowed down the process. But how does it slow down the process? 5 years.
Information, right?
Yeah, because the information never went through to the next social worker. So now I'm looking at another 5 years of trying to prove myself. It was like, why did I waste this whole lifetime when I could have already been home? And a lot of the reason why I wasn't home wasn't even my fault. Some of it was I had problems. But everyone has problems. You can't say nobody. Everybody in this world has some sort of problem. Whether they're violent problems, disrespectful problems, just problems in general. Everyone has a problem. And whether they decide to face it or not, they have problems. Everyone has some sort of problems in their life. Financial problems, anything. Schooling problems.
Stop trying to drug up the kids.
It's just, I had to take meds. That's exactly what he's saying. I had to take meds.
Kids, man.
That ain't right.
America, wake up.
Wake up. Public service announcement.
Public service
Here we
announcement.
go.
Stop
drugging the kids.
Man.
They don't need it. Most of them
Ain't
don't
nothing wrong
even
with
need
the kids. They're hyper. There's kids.
Right.
I was hyper as hell. I ain't have a drug ever. And I'm alright.
Right.
Slow down.
I was about to say too. I mean, I was on 12. I was on 12 different medicines.
You gotta let the kids get
being
whoopings again.
raised in programs. That shit is not right. And I couldn't even put a lawsuit against it because they said I needed it. I didn't need any of it. Maybe 1 or 2 because of like bipolar. And I mean, at that time I couldn't control it. But a lot of this stuff that you see kids going through, I mean, most of it is because kids are scared to talk to their parents about some of this stuff. They don't know. They don't want to be taken for judgment. I couldn't talk to my parents on what was going wrong or what was up with me or any of this because I was scared of being judged. A lot. Because as you know, kids get bullied in school. Even if they're blue, she's still out. I've known my friend for a long time. And she killed herself when I was 13. Because